Hey everyone, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson. Welcome to the channel, and this is my review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which stars Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal, and is also a very interesting movie title, to say the least. Definitely reminds me of something like Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, or the subtitles for Borat and Birdman. Anyway, Nicolas Cage in this movie plays a fictionalized version of himself, where he is dealing with financial issues, something that Nicolas Cage, as of now, has taken care of completely thanks to all of his weird direct-to-video movie roles. His agent is played by Neil Patrick Harris, and he tells Nick Cage of an offer for $1 million if he goes to a billionaire's birthday party. And Nick Cage is reluctant at first, but given his financial issues, he inevitably accepts the offer and also announces his retirement from acting. He meets up with the billionaire Javi, played by Pedro Pascal, and Nick Cage is just there on vacation, really. He could care less about Javi, but soon the two of them start to click and become really good friends. During his time with Javi, though, Nick Cage soon meets two CIA agents, one played by Tiffany Haddish and the other played by Ike Barinholtz. They suspect that Javi kidnapped a young girl who is the daughter of a politician who is against crime and drug lords, and they soon recruit Nick Cage to try to find this young girl. And that's the plot of the movie. If it's as weird and as crazy as it sounds, then it very much is. There's been a lot of hype surrounding this movie, and mainly because of Nicolas Cage. He is one of these actors that is just so weird, but people just love him regardless. He's recently going through his own renaissance. He had Pig that came out last year, which I still haven't seen, and we at the Hollywood Critics Association actually honored him with a special award at our last film awards back in February. So there's clearly a lot of love for this guy, and there's been a lot of anticipation with this movie. I saw it the weekend it came out, but much like with Everything Everywhere All at Once, it took me a while for me to actually review this. But unlike Everything Everywhere All at Once, it was more due to scheduling conflicts that I couldn't review this movie when it came out. But now I'm reviewing it, and it's really good. The biggest thing that really drives this movie and makes it as fun as it is the chemistry between Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal. These two actors work really great together, and the comedy is just so spot on, whether they're just playing off each other, they're part of some really ridiculous and over-the-top scenarios, or the script. The script is at its best when it's just these two hanging out with each other, and the two actors really make the most of it. They are not afraid to go over the top, especially Nicolas Cage, because throughout his whole career, he's well known for that. And if anything, this is more of a love letter to this man and his career. Because if you've been paying attention to the news, he mentioned that he did all these weird direct-to-video roles to settle these financial issues, which he did have in real life, and he's not at once ashamed of any of the roles that he's done. And you gotta respect the guy for that. We make fun of Nicolas Cage, sure, and there's a lot of movies that he makes that are just truly awful, but I have mad respect for any actor that just does this stuff because they gotta work. That's why I have so much respect for Michael Caine when he had his infamous Jaws 4 quote, "I have never seen Jaws the Revenge, but by all accounts it's terrible. However, I have seen The House That It Built and it is terrific." And it really does make you want to rewatch, or even watch for the first time in my case, some Nick Cage movies like Con Air, Face Off. I really love him in Raising Arizona. There are just a ton of great Nick Cage performances out there. But I swear, if we start looking back at Ghost Rider or its sequel as, you know what, these movies are actually good, let's stop pretending that they're not good. That's where I draw the line, because no, those movies are awful, especially the second one. So at the end, it really is the chemistry between these two actors that carries this movie. I could have watched the whole movie of these two just hanging out. You could have cut out the entire CIA plot, but you did need some conflict, and there are some amusing scenes involving this plot. However, if I had any criticisms, it's that I do not once buy for a second that Tiffany Haddish and Ike Barinholtz are CIA agents, especially Ike Barinholtz. Now, I will give Tiffany Haddish credit. She is more restrained than she usually is in some of her other comedy roles, But I think the way to have made this CIA plot a lot more interesting and even more funny is to have two dramatic actors in the role. Get two dramatic actors to play these roles and have them play it straight. That would have made the comedy even more hilarious because you have these two hard-ass CIA agents who just can't take Nicolas Cage's incompetence at trying to be a CIA agent. That would have made it even more funny. But, I mean, with what we have, it's not terrible. It doesn't ruin the movie, but it's certainly the weakest aspect in my opinion. But everything else is a lot of fun. At the end of the day, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is a lot of fun. It's mainly your two leads that carry this movie, and there are a lot of clever moments from the script. It's worth seeing in your lifetime, and even though we're only halfway through May, and not even halfway through 2022 as a whole, I'd say this has been a pretty fantastic year for movies, with stuff like X, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Turning Red, The Bad Guys, The Northman, The Batman. There's just been a ton of great movies, and we only just started summer movie season with Doctor Strange. So I'm curious to see how the rest of the year is going to turn out. If it turns out as great as, say, 2017, then I might have to do another top 20 list because there's been a lot of fantastic movies that have been coming out and a lot of great original stuff like this and Everything Everywhere All at Once. And there you go, that's my review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I hope you enjoyed it, and now I want to know what you guys think about the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below, and until next time, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there is only one. Hello everyone, I just wanted to say thank you all for watching my review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, go check out my Twitch channel, and support me on Patreon. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day, and take care of yourselves.